Dana, in the early 1970s, someone in California had the brilliant idea to merge a day at the beach with a day on the golf course, and thus Frisbee golf was born. Called disc golf. Now, the number of courses in the United States have gone from 7 back in 1976 to more than 2,000 courses today. In fact, 250 courses were built last year alone. It's become so big, they have the Professional Disc Golf Association Tour. Tim Gill plays on the tour. He's ranked in the top 20 in the world, and he's with us now to tell us more about disc golf. Tim, welcome to Cold Pizza. For those that are not familiar with the game, tell us a little more about disc golf. How's it played?
Well, it's actually very similar to traditional ball golf, where we start on the first hole and we try and complete the course in the fewest amount of strokes or throws as possible.
Now, it's not, is an average, what's the average length of a hole?
Some holes range from 100 feet to 1,000 feet. The average length is probably around 300 feet, but some go uphill, some go downhill. Some are through the woods, some are over water. We have out of bounds. We have all kinds of the same obstacles and challenges that traditional ball golf.
Now, a good drive in golf, 300 yards. What's a good drive in disc golf?
About 300 feet is about a good average distance.
Right.
Some of the top pros can hit 400, maybe even 500 feet, and 600 feet for some of the really top guns.
These discs travel almost 2 football fields.
Absolutely, and very
incredible.
accurate too.
All right, let's show it. I want to see this. We have a. I guess, is it a goal? Is it a hole? What do you call it?
A basket.
A basket. Okay.
Yes.
And on these courses, are they built in 9s or 18s?
Some are 9, but most are traditional 18-hole courses.
Okay. Well, show us how it's done. Now, there are different discs, right? So you have some for driving, some for mid-range, and then some for putting, I guess you would say?
Absolutely. What I have here is a stack of magnet putters, and I'll go ahead and see if I can knock down a few putts for you.
All right. And this distance is, I don't know.
This is about 25, 30 feet.
Okay. There you go. Wow, right in. 2 out of 3. What's a good score?
Depends on the courses. They all kind of vary. And then I have my drivers and mid-ranges that aren't really the best for putting.
And they wouldn't go in if you were to throw them.
They actually bank off quite a bit harder. There's a bunch of different ways to throw too. You can throw the backhand throw. You can throw a forehand throw. You can take the disc like this and throw it like a baseball. It does kind of a corkscrew. I'm
going to go gather these up, and I want to try some. What did you say a good score was for 18 holes?
Usually anything in the 40s is pretty good.
Okay.
But the sport is really evolving now, where par 4s and par 5s are becoming more and more common. So the actual par, we don't really go by par or whatnot. We just go by the raw score, really.
Well, it says keep it simple. Don't try advanced techniques. I'm going to see what I have here.
You really want to concentrate.
What did you make? 4 out of 5?
I think so. The first one was low. I was a little nervous.
All right. Well, I have no chance of equaling that. But
remember, they bank off to the left a little bit, so keep it nice and flat. And the key is being really smooth.
All right. Now, that was a little short. You never want to leave a birdie throw short.
You got to get up to get down.
There we go.
Nice
putt.
That
one's in. Oh, well, that one really sailed to the left on me, and that one didn't. All right, that was awful. I did much better in practice. Tim, thank you so much. How much is the prize money worth, the total purse at one of these events?
Well, all the events kind of vary as far as fundraisings from the local clubs go and whatnot. But yeah, there's tournaments every single weekend. There's 10 to 15 tournaments every weekend throughout the year. And actually now you can actually watch some of the tournament highlights and results on discgolftv.com, which is kind of my new venture. And we're getting incredible amount of hits on there, and it's going to kind of change the sport. And having ESPN have us out here is really going to help out.
All right, there you go, discgolftv.com. Tim, thanks. By the way, the next stop on the Professional Disc Golf Association Tour this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, the Des Moines Challenge. Over $30,000 up for grabs, right?
The overall purse, yes, $30,000. And then the following weekend is the Minnesota Majestic, which I am the tournament director for, and it's going to be huge. We have spectators and galleries and the whole bit.
Who knew? All right, disc golf. There you go. Come